Hi Flosstube, I'm back for another week and I have got another pretty long one for you. I ended up with more notes than last week, so I don't know if it's going to be just as long as last week or if I'll be able to cut it a little bit shorter, but I'll just jump right in and get going. This week, let's see, I had my first order on Etsy for needle minders, so I was super excited about that. It was the same person, ordered 2 needle minders, I shipped them out. Hope she loves them. And if you happen to watch and that's how you found my shop, awesome, and thank you very much. There's also there's a lot of needle minders still in the shop, so I do have the link below if you want to check them out. Let's see, last week I also, with all of the chaos of my notes trying to merge together 2 weeks and whatnot, I showed my tin of the new DMC floss colors, and I forgot to tell you where I got them. It was from Trisha at 3 Owl Threads, and I did put her link to her Facebook group below as well. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. She is one of the only, I think only 2 or 3 distributors in the US for soda stitch patterns, and when she orders them, they sell fast. So be sure to join her group so you can claim those when she gets another order in. I did have some time to stitch this weekend. Saturday I got together with some girlfriends for craft day. They did scrapbooking, I did my stitching, got to sit with them and visit. And I actually started a new project, well, not that day, it was the night before, but I got a good chunk of it done that day, so you'll be seeing that. And then Sunday, I did a little bit of stitching at home, and we also went to my mom's for dinner because my parents were getting ready to go to Florida for a couple weeks. So I took it with me and stitched a little bit there too. I also found time on Sunday to pull fabric for all of the patterns that I showed you last week. I think I'm going to show you what I pulled. We'll see how it's going time-wise. So, new Flosstube continues. I'm still checking out all kinds of new channels while I'm at work. Couple that I'm gonna mention this week. Korn. Her channel name is Korn. She's prom queen. I have a link below to her first video. I love her little projects. She mostly stitches smalls, and they're great. Thanks for enabling me. So I've already got a list of charts that I need to get. She's also got a really fun story behind her prom queen name, so you'll get to hear that in her first video. Stephanie at IvyHouseCrafter. It's another new one that I've started this week. She's got 3 videos out right now. Her first video, she shows quite a bit of her projects. She's also does a lot of crochet, and she's working on a couple of baby blankets, and they were great. So check that out. Her second video, she actually had 3 of her kids in the video. 2 of them are stitchers, so that was pretty cool. They got to show off their little projects, and I think they had fun with it. And last for my Flosstube shoutouts, today I also watched Helen D, her latest video, and she talked about how she had done some of her own fabric dyeing, explained her process, some good tips. I have not watched very many videos on dyeing yet, so it may be knowledge that you already have, but check her out. She's got some great finishes too. She had 2 really cute frames. One came from Kohl's, and it made me want to go check if I had one at my Kohl's. Finishes. Sorry, I'm moving fast because I want to cram a whole lot in here. And I also don't know how the kids are going to be. Finishes, I didn't have any. But I had, the time that I worked on 5 different projects this week. So lots of whips to show you. My first one is, it's the shop sample that I'm working on. It's, oh, Oh, I didn't keep the picture showing. It's the Thistles pattern, the Halloween one. And you already saw the column that had the witch hat and the boot. And this is where I'm at now. I got that moon finished, and I finished the first bat on my breaks today. So there's another bat down here, and then a black cat at the bottom. So moving on to trying to get that column finished up. And I also need to work on that more than just my breaks at work, because we've gotten some decent weather, and I don't even know where to put everything. And I've been walking on a couple of my breaks, so I'm not even getting as much stitching time at work. Not that I'm supposed to have stitching time at work, but you know what I mean. Second whip that I worked on is this old Leisure Arts magazine, and the cover photo is the one that I am doing. This is from February of '96, if anybody's interested, because apparently I've enabled a whole lot of you to find old magazines now, or I've been accused of such. So if you're interested, that was February of '96. This one is one of the, it's like I've said before, it's the slow project, and it's not a bad thing that it's slow. It's just one of those that I have to have a significant chunk of time to work on it because of the detail, the back stitch, the quarter stitches, and all of those color changes, and they're such similar colors. So I did back stitch the wings. I got a big chunk of this added, and I got this started. So I'm happy with that progress. It's I think one of the first projects that I have not minded it taking a long time. Next project is my kit that came from Color and Cotton, the Home Stitchness and Color and Cotton combined effort, the Marion Bright. And here's my progress on that. And I just love how it looks. I love that opal fabric. I love how crisp that white is and how much it's standing out on there. It's just awesome. I did check their website, and it looks like they still have kits available. And as far as I know, they still have it in the other colorway as well, which is navy, and then the floss is like a plum purple, maybe a white, and maybe this green. I think something like that. It's really pretty. I had a really hard time deciding between the two, and to be honest, for the price, I might actually order the other colorway as well and make one of them a gift. I don't know. Let's see. This was one of my 2 new starts. Yeah, 2 new starts, because why not? This is the one that I started Friday night. And if you follow me on Instagram, Instagram is Upton Stitches. You saw a picture of it, and it was a kit that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Sorry, I need to take the bar off of here. Okay, so it was a kit from Hobby Lobby. Go with the flow is what it's gonna say. Oh, I guess I can show you the picture actually. I do have that. Go with the flow. And I just couldn't resist. I have so many princess ones picked out for my daughter, and I had nothing for my son. So when I saw that, I had to get it. So I swapped out this sparkly, it's more blue in in real life. I mean, it's not showing up accurate here. But you see, I'm pretty far. I still have the back stitching to do on Dory. Nemo is right here. I have to finish the words, and that's it. So this is a really quick stitch. Super happy with that. And also in this bag, because I started the one for my son, I'm going to have to start this one next. One for my daughter. This is going to be the quickest of the 3 that I have for her. And I let her pick out the fabric. It's going to be on this sparkly pink. I think it'll look nice. I think the teal will look nice. That gray, I might have to swap out for a darker gray. And the colors are all right here. I think it'll all work. So that, or I'll have to back stitch with 2 threads. I don't know. We'll have to see. So that was one of my new starts. Second new start is a chart that I showed in my magazine picking last week, and I just couldn't resist. I had to start one. My husband actually helped me pick out a lot of the fabric this weekend, or rather, I showed him fabric and said, "Does this look okay?" And he went, "Uh-huh." But he is actually really good at it. This is the cross stitch and needlework, May of 2012, and it is a ink circles pattern, Flox box. So it's a single thread color. I wanted it to be bright. So this actually really stepped out of my comfort zone. This is, let me see which way is up. Okay. And I grabbed everything from Stash. There is my start. This is brighter in person. A lot brighter in person. So this fabric is from Fabrics by Stephanie. I can't remember the name. I will tell in a later video or whatever. I have it written down in my stitching bullet journal, but I forgot to put that over here. And then the floss is from Mo's Sale, and the color is Bach. So you can see, there's a better idea of what the colors are. It's this really pretty blue into a pretty green, and then a spring green, and then there's gray. So I think it looks great with this fabric. I wasn't sure how it would turn out because it's the same colors basically as the fabric, just darker shades. But I'm really happy with how it's looking. So yeah, and this one's been fun to stitch so far. And I am doing 1 stitch at a time. Oops, sorry. 1 stitch at a time so that the X stays the same color, if that makes sense. Usually I don't do that for my hand-dyed or over-dyed floss. I usually just make the whole row one direction and then come back. I also usually fold the floss in half so you're not lining up the colors, but for this one I wanted that that single stitch effect. So that was my second new start. Sorry, I'm checking my notes. Yeah, so that is it. Okay. Are you kidding me? I think the dog is going to try to vie for attention. I'm going to go through and quickly show charts from last week, just in case I've got new viewers, and the fabrics that I pulled for them. So this first one, sorry. Again, an old magazine, March, April of '95, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. And this is the finished piece, Consider the Lilies. Love it. And the fabric, here's the colors, because they are a lot brighter than the picture shows. And the fabric that I chose is a 32 count Belfast. Picture this plus, and the color name is Chime. It is a pale yellow. I wasn't 100%, but I think it's going to look really nice. It's one of those yellows that's light enough to almost be a neutral. I think it'll work. And my husband agreed, and turns out he's pretty darn good at picking colors, so. Second one, this is the only one that's not from a magazine. Hindsight. Yeah, whatever. Halloween. And I just grabbed, I honestly don't even know what this fabric is. It was the right size. It goes well with the colors. It's a linen. It looks to be possibly a 28 count. But I think that'll look nice. And I might actually start that one soon. I don't know. Maybe I will, because then I could actually give it to, take it into work for a sample if we wanted to use it. I am not talking to you, please. Go away. You step on my feet. Cross Stitch Gold, December of 2012. And the chart that she seriously is going to start scratching at the door. The chart that I'm using is for this gold Blackwork Angel. Just love it. I still have to order some of the gold. And because this really needs to be stitched on white. So I pulled out antique white 28 count Joblin. It was something I picked up on super cheap at Hobby Lobby. So Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Do you notice the theme here yet? March and April of '93. I will be doing this Quaker sampler. May chop the alphabet off. Haven't decided yet. Woo! Almost dropped it. And I found a piece of 30 count Park City blend. I'm not sure who that is by. Is that a R&R? I don't know. It's not labeled. It was something I got on Stash and Load, so I just... Okay, Doug. You're gonna wiggle everything. Do you have to go outside, or are you just kind of being a jerk? Apparently being a jerk. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, come on. Do not bark. Sorry. I have a feeling she's going to go right back out to the fence and bark like I told her not to. Stitchery Magazine, November of '98. These snowy Christmas trees with cardinals that I will not be stitching on a sweatshirt. Obviously there's a lot of white. I don't have the white pulled. Here's the blues. And I found this blue, Heavenly Creations, aka the Blended Needle, Cashel Blue. eBay purchase. It was nice though, the bundle that I purchased on eBay, this gal had everything labeled with the exact size and what it was, so. Another Stitchery Magazine, January of '99. Thought I would do that for my, put on top of my craft cabinet. And this one, same thing. Scrap. Works. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Don't know the count. 14 count, 28 count. Yeah, the dog's going nuts. Palette. Just Cross Stitch Magazine, December of '88. That's the pattern. And I pulled 28 count tea-dyed Lugana from Charles Craft. Wanted something super neutral. There will be gold in the background and the back stitching on the halos, so I wanted something that was going to be neutral enough for that to really jump off of. Two more and then I get to the really exciting one. And I promise it's really exciting. Oh, this is Cross Stitch and Needlework Magazine, March of 2009. Dragon Tulip, white. Charles Craft 16 count white Ada. This is a mostly full coverage piece, and I'm mostly using it for a learning piece to practice both parking and stitching on the diagonal, because I think I might want to switch to that for the 2 heids that I have started, because I don't have very much of it done. So that's kind of the purpose of that piece. So I went with just plain Ada. This does not have fabric yet. Apparently I didn't find fabric for this one. Okay, so that was everything from last week. Super exciting part, because that actually wasn't everything from last week. I have one left. This crosses over into haul, as well as a new giveaway. Cross Stitching Country Crafts, March, April of 1988. This pattern is 30 years old, but it is the most beautiful sampler I've ever seen. It is variegated threads. DMC does not make the same variegated colors anymore. In fact, DMC doesn't even have, they only have one purple, and this pattern called for 3 different purples. So here's the colors. These all are available in a boxed set of the variegateds, or you can get them individually. I got them at Joann's. Hobby Lobby has them individually. I don't think you're going to need more than 1 skein of each. It just came in a pack of 2 of every color. So I'm going to stitch on 28 count Lugana from Picture This Plus in Wren. I think the colors are really just going to pop off of that. I'm so excited. And I think I guess I didn't measure this one apparently. So I don't know how, I didn't cut it to size yet. Okay, so I mentioned that DMC Variegateds, there's only 1 purple now, and the pattern calls for 3. So what I've done, and I've listed all of this in the notes below. I listed what colors I had to convert. I spent a lot of time studying that picture, a lot of time asking my husband, does this look right? And these are the colors from DMC that I'll be using. For one of the purples, I'm just eliminating one of them, and this will be both that it calls for, so there just won't be 2 different purples next to each other. The third, I found a lighter purple, so there's good variation between the 2. This is Iris brand, color number 447. It is 6-strand cotton. It is from Hobby Lobby, and it is only available in the multi-pack. It's the Iris brand, and it has a multi-pack of all of their variegated threads. I would have only used these, except it didn't have enough colors like the DMC, naturally. But I did already have this on hand. I had bought it a while ago to stitch with some of the variegateds because they were really pretty. The pack is, I believe, $6.99. Everybody knows Hobby Lobby has a 40% off coupon on their app all the time. So I think it is, for me personally, and all of the conversions and everything I did for this pattern and how much I want it to look like the original, it was worth it to me to spend $7, well, 40% off of $7, just to get 1 more color. So maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe you guys are just as crazy as me. Again, all of those conversions are listed below, and I give you those conversions because we're gonna do a stitch along. Tina mentioned that she had 2 copies of this magazine actually, and she wanted to stitch it, so she's going to. And then she mailed me the extra she had to do a giveaway. So She also mailed me this super cute little stitch pin. I love him. Awesome. Thank you. I think I might actually take him to work and put him on my bulletin board. I don't know. Oh, and it was wrapped in this really cute fabric. I honestly think I might try to stitch something small enough to put that on the back of. I don't know. So thank you, Tina. Anyway, I'm going to do a giveaway for this magazine with, God, I'm sorry, those dolls on that cover are really creepy to me. I don't even know where the pattern is in this one. In addition to the magazine, I am going to purchase, oh, come on, here it is. I am going to purchase a pack of, here it is, a pack of the Varigated Floss, the DMC. Not the Iris, but just the DMC. And I will send that with the magazine. So you will get all of the Varigated DMC and the magazine. There was also another stitcher on Instagram that went out and tracked down this magazine on eBay, I believe. So she will probably be joining us for the stitch along, and I apologize, I cannot remember the name right now. I should have written it down, but I didn't. So we're gonna do it as a giveaway, but I really want it to be a stitch along. I really think that would be cool. So please only enter if you are interested in or would plan on doing this as a stitch along with us. I just think it would be cool to have a small group, and especially because it's a 30-year-old magazine. Kind of insane that people are able to keep tracking it down. I'm going to do the drawing through random.org. That's the only fair way to do this one. It'll be just everybody that makes the comment, the appropriate comment, will get entered. I'll give everybody a number in the order that the comment shows, and we'll use random.org. If you want to be entered, if you want to do the stitch along with us, just comment below, let's all SAL. Let's all SAL. And I will do the drawing during my next video, or do the drawing and give the results in my next video, which will be next Wednesday. Hopefully next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is my birthday, and my husband keeps saying that he's gonna just skip his gaming that night, which would interfere with my Flosstube recording. I've told him, I mean, I'm gonna be 35. Once you're past 21, birthdays really kind of are just another day. So, plus we are both going to take a day off of work next week together so that we can have a date day and spend some time together. So I told him, don't skip your gaming. So hopefully I'll have a video for next week. If not, that just means everybody's gonna get a second week to enter that giveaway if they want. So yeah, that was my big exciting news. It may not be big and exciting to all of you, but I'm pretty excited. Okay, so that was kind of my transition to haul. And I don't have a ton. I showed you the pin that I got from Tina. I got this little package in the mail from my stitchy friend, Carrie. She sent me this super cute needle minder, Belle, love it, and Little House Needleworks. So now I have my ornament pattern for April to do, because I already have March picked out. It's the Barbara Anna, can't remember what the name of the pattern is, but it's a Barbara Anna Merry Christmas with a snowman, which I think Carrie's going to stitch with me in March. So thank you, Carrie. And I did link, put a link for Carrie's Flosstube channel below as well. It's House of Floss and Fluff. She's got some awesome projects and some fabulous fabric dyeing. I might have to like slip her some money and have her dye for me. I don't know. I just haven't found the time to dye for myself. I don't know. Maybe this summer I'll try it because I can do it outside or something. Let's see. Got my Color and Cotton Floss of the month. Man, that's noisy. Sorry guys, I should have opened that first. Okay, this month was neutrals. I'm so excited. These are awesome. I think she has some of these up on her website too. So again, that link for her shop is below, her website, Color and Cotton. This is showing up a lot. Really green. It is not green. It is brown. That's crazy. I don't even have anything green to hold up next to it, but it's not green, guys. It's brown. It's called, well, it's called dried sage. So you would think sage is green. It's got some green undertones, I guess, but to me it looks brown. Fresh wool. Ugh, tangled up now. Inkwell. Clay, and that inkwell is gray black. It's not a dark black. Clay pot. And wildwood. So those will go into my collection. And I'm starting to separate my hand-dyed floss by like semi-solids like this and the others that are multicolor. So I think I'm going to pull from my large collection of semi-solids from Color and Cotton and Mo's Sale to I'm going to substitute from my collection for Lila's Studio Halloween Quaker. I'm not sure what her pattern calls for, but I think I should be able to pull most of them. I did bring home some patterns from work last week because, you know, the Lizzie Kate scare, patterns disappearing. My job last week was to enter all of the Lizzie Kate patterns that we had left in the shop into our computer system so that they could get listed on the website, but also so that we could easily look up if anybody called or asked what Lizzie Kates we had in stock. So I picked up Spooky String. Really cute. Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. And this boxer, which I'm kind of wondering if I have now. I don't know. But I really like this little one. So, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm sorry. One more second. I gotta let the dog in. Come on. Come on, loudmouth. Okay, go lay down. Okay. Next issue of World of Cross Stitch came in the mail. And look, I have a lot marked. Okay, this is super cute. I thought that would be a good one for just a Valentine's Day display or something. So I really would like to stitch that one. This was a whole bunch of little charts. Blue and white style is what it's listed as. But there's a cute little owl down here I want to do. Oh, this I marked for two things. Mother's Day cards. Oh, sorry. My mom is a quilter. I liked the sewing machine. I might change the colors up a little or something and stitch that just as a little card for her. And then also the bike, because I still had not gotten my son's Christmas ornament for 2017 picked out. I wanted to do a bike because we got him a balance bike last year for his birthday, and he really took off with that, and he was doing well all summer and fall with riding it, wants to ride it again. But I have been having trouble finding a bike pattern small enough. So take off the flower basket, change the color, and voila. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Oh. That's really cute too. Because you know owls. Oh. That's just the bike pattern again. Okay. So, that was that. Stash, unload, purchase. Pretty. Really like the colors. So, yeah. I want to say it was like $6 or $4. I don't remember. And last, I've got a few old magazines. A couple came from my mom, and then a bunch, I got a whole stack of magazines from, a whole box of stuff actually. Magazines, leaflets, freebie handouts, tons of Ada fabric, some waste canvas, couple little kits, and everything is in like mint condition practically. And it was somebody that I work with at the quilt shop. Somebody had given it to her because they knew that she sews. Well, she went through and doesn't really want anything, so. Or she might have taken a couple things out and just gave me what was left. But this was just cross stitch. Yeah, I don't know the issue number, sorry. I really don't. It's not printed. Oh, July, August 2002. I love these lighthouses. I think I like this one better if I was only going to stitch one. And this one, since I don't have very much for patriotic holidays. So, and actually I'm wondering, I might switch out those red, I don't know. I was thinking of doing like Algerian eyelets or something, but I'll just stitch it as it's called for. Just cross stitch, May, June of 13. Summer cross. I think I have one of the other issues with one of the seasonal crosses, so I have that marked, you know, may get to it someday. This was a wedding sampler I marked. I still have not stitched a wedding sampler for my husband and I. Just kind of a glare. I really do like this one, and I think it's got some specialty stitches. It's got some beads, and I think it would be easy to kind of add our wedding colors into it to give it little accents. I don't know. It says, I am my beloveds, and then it's got the name and date spot, obviously. Our wedding colors were like cornflower blue and kind of a cross between spring and sage green. It was really pretty. Leisure Arts, December of '88. What did I find in here? Oh, I found some stocking toppers that I really like that bird. I think I'm just gonna chop it off and use it as an ornament. For the Love of Cross Stitch, November of '88. Yeah. This is not. These little witches. I thought those were cute. I may stitch those. And last but not least, Leisure Arts, November, December of '86. See, these are like so new and stiff that they're not folding easily. Ornaments. I really like the poinsettia, and I really like this tree. So, that is it for haul. So yeah. I think I've gotten to just about everything except for winner winner chicken dinners. thank you to everybody that entered. I thought it was kind of fun to do the closest to the birthday, or birthday closest to the holiday date. So I had fun with that, which just reminds me, sorry, I was not completely prepared because there were 2 birthdays on July 4th. So I need to use random.org. And the 2 that have the July 4th birthdays are Kim Goldman and Cheryl Flaherty. You'll see I wrote them in order. So, Kim, you're number 1. Cheryl, you're number 2. I feel weird using random.org for 2 numbers. Oh, God. Yeah, it's still not gonna pick it up. There. 1, 2. 1. So, right down here. 1. So, Kim Goldman, contact me for July Cottage. I did include my email in the notes below as well. Or Kim, I know you can find me on Instagram too. So that was for the first chart. The second chart, I gotta fix my phone because I can't see the dang screen now. The second chart was for this Frosty Flakes. It's an LHN all dialed up. And this one was one that was gifted to me by Cindy. And now I'm passing it along to Sarah Daly with a birthday of December 16th. I also just subscribed to her Flosstube channel. Another good one if you want to check her out. And the link is below. So yeah, we are all set with those. Again, Sarah, Kim, let me know your addresses and I'll get these in the mail. Kim's will go out quicker because I can put it in a card and stick it in with a stamp. I don't know when I'm going to get to the post office, so I'm not going to lie. It might be a week or 2. Sorry. But it will sit on my counter until I get there and drop it off. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I know I've gotten a bunch of new ones again. I think I actually just got an alert. Stitchy Shell just subscribed. Thank you. So yeah, I've been checking out a lot of people. I've been checking out a lot of people that comment on my videos and going to their page to see if they have videos that I can enjoy. Trying to get more interactive and leave comments on both Flosstube videos and Instagram because I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. So thank you again to all of my subscribers. Thank you to everybody that leaves me comments. I try to make sure I get a reply to everybody. And I checked today, I think I'm at like 620 some subscribers. I'd like to do another giveaway at 750. So if you enjoy my videos, feel free to share it with your other stitchy friends. Hopefully we can get that number up and get another prize out there. I know, you only love me when I'm talking to a camera. Just a minute. Okay. So yeah, I've got a busy week coming up. I mentioned my birthday. I mentioned taking a day off for date day. I've also got an appointment with our financial planner one night. I have a doctor's appointment one morning. I'm substitute bowling on Monday, so it's going to be an insane week. I likely won't get a ton of stitching done. So I may try to, I don't know where to throw this. Come on. That was a really, really dumb idea. I just threw the ball down the hallway towards the kids' rooms with open doors. Genius. I will take some stitching with me to the bowling alley though. I used to stitch in between my turns a lot because it's a 5-person team. So there tends to be a few extra, you know, a little bit of extra time in there. And I get quite a bit of stitching done that way. So I might work on something there. Otherwise, I might not get a whole lot done. We both need to, my husband and I really need to work on getting to bed earlier again and back on track with working out too, because we did 2 days last week and then we were both in so much pain because we were doing a video that was apparently too hard for how out of shape we are. And we kind of gave it some rest time to not hurt so much, and then, you know, it's so easy to get out of a habit. So easy. And so, and even this morning, like Monday and Tuesday, we just turned off the alarm because our children, for some reason, they hate us. And they didn't sleep the nights before. So, like, literally did not sleep. And we were awake most of the night for 2 nights in a row. So we didn't do a workout in the morning. This morning, I had the alarm set. I got up, I turned it off and reset it. No. Maybe I'll just sleep in my workout clothes tonight so I'm ready to go. So, yeah, we'll get back on track though. The last couple days I've tried to be a lot more conscious of my eating too, so it's a work in progress. I'll get back to it though. I really need to, because my foot is really starting to hurt with the plantar fasciitis too. So, yeah. Yeah, have a good week, guys. Happy stitching, happy stashing. I'll be watching more of your videos. I'm really enjoying finding new ones while I'm at work and listening to everybody and glancing down and to see what you guys are working on. So, let's get this stitch along going. We'll have to put it on Instagram. We'll have to come up with a fun name for it though, because I think it's hilarious that we're all going gaga over this 30-year-old pattern. So, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and give us a comment. But have a good night, guys. I can't believe tomorrow is March 1st. Man, February flew. So, it's 9:30. I think I'm going to put all this away and climb in bed with a book. Have a good night, guys.